up, snipers? Stock Sniper Nick here, and tonight we're gonna go over the watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, June 23rd. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome guys. For all my returning guests, welcome back guys. It's Taco Tuesday again, it's Take It Back Tuesday again. If you are brand new, make sure you subscribe. There's a subscribe button. We do this video every single Tuesday night, and we've been doing it for 2 years, so make sure you keep up with us. We do not plan on stopping. We got a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and dive in. But before I dive in, I do want to give a quick shout out to the Sniper team, the gang that is trading live with us every single day. If you really like what we got going on at the end of the video, check us out. It's www.thestocksnipers.com. We're actually able to profit on the stock TLSS. And that was on the first Green Day pattern that we see over and over and over again. We're actually going to talk about one on the watch list tonight. But I do want to give a quick shout out to some of the snipers who bagged it with us. We had a couple people who even got better positions than us. So this just shows, once you pick up the skill, listen, there is enough movement in this market. As long as you get the right knowledge, as long as you get the right defense wins championships, you can find ways to really take advantage. And here's some good examples. Big shout out. Here's the sniper chat. Our boy El Chamo. Sniper Johnny, you deserve this trade. Let's go. Let's click into this picture that he sent of TLSS. He had a way better position than us. He had it at 0.0145, where we had it at 0.017. So very nice. Love seeing that. And then he said he sold in the morning like us. He said 37% win on his account. That's awesome. 37% win. Think about that. Take that in for a second. Big shout out Sniper Johnny. And then we also have Sauce Boy here. He said he took the profit at 0.0197, which is $400 plus. And then last but not least, we got our girl here. Sniper Tracy made her first trade. Love to see it. She is new. She's joining us, guys. Welcome Sniper Tracy to the crew. She made 15% on KRFG, and she said first real trade ever. We were just talking the other day, and she has just transitioned from paper trading. So big shout out, Tracy. This is just the beginning. Let's go. All right, love seeing that. Love seeing that from the whole team. And big shout out to the team. And this is what motivates us, guys, to see people in here bagging. And I mean, look, Brandy down here bagging WSRC. Big shout out, guys, and let's see what we got for tomorrow morning. Alright guys, let's do it. Let's dive into the watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, June 23rd. On the left side, you got our watch list, and on the right side, we have TD Ameritrade's Think or Swim. So diving right into it here, we got CLXPF. CLXPF is the first stock we're going to talk about, and we're talking about it because it's a multi-month breakout. So if you go back from the 1 year here, you're going to see CLXPF is actually relatively a newer stock starting in November. And on the long-term chart, it is breaking out of this 185 spot. So that is what interested us. This was on the Sniper Scope today. So this is, pretty straightforward multi-month breakout play, how it broke that resistance spot of 185, and then it just pushed in that power hour. So let's dive into the 1 day, 1 minute. Let's check it out a little bit more. The 1 day, 1 minute, as you can see, we didn't really play it because it was trading relatively slower throughout the day, but it did show nice support at 180. And then again, guys, in power hour, as it creeps up, you get this 185 break. It does top out at 193. It dips back down, tests that 185, but shows that, look, this is the spot. That's that resistance spot that became support. And it holds support and then bounces, and you get that little bit of a cushion into the close. So for us, since we're not in overnight, we're just watching it. This is actually in the psychedelic sector, and this is a newer sector in the stock market. So with CLXPF, it's awesome to be able to watch, a newer sector. If that starts to get some hype, if there's some more legalization around psychedelics, keep an eye on this one, because look, the next long-term resistance is right around the 52-week breakout. So for now, since we're not in it, we're just going to go ahead and keep an eye on it. We'll watch these psychedelic OTC ones. The next two on the list, WSRC and PHIL. These two are on the list because they are now overextended to us, and we are looking at panic dip buys. So both of these stocks are overextended in our opinion, and so now instead of chasing it, we're going to wait for the pullback. The pullback is definitely inevitable for both of these. WSRC, look at this. This one hasn't been doing anything until today. And today, look at this. They come out with news, and the news is that they're entering into talks to acquire a gold mining operation. So they don't even have the gold mining operation. They're just entering into talks. You gotta love these OTC people, these schemers, and look what happens. They get the hype, they get the promoters behind it, and this stock today alone spikes 840%. Unbelievable. This is why we love the OTC market. Big shout out to the team who took advantage today, who saw this early. It was in the chat all day. Sniper Randy, we saw you had a nice bag on this. Diving into this though, where are we watching this to dip to now? Since it had such a big run, anything over 200% one day is way too much for us to reach after. But since this one continued and now, it created that overextension, now it is set up for a nice pullback, for a potential panic dip buy. So if this one does panic, we actually want to see it drop at least 10 cents to come test this first nice support around the 15 cent 14.3, 15 cent area. And then another panic dip buy. This is one where the move took a couple days to happen, but it has had 4 consecutive green days here and 3 since the breakout here. But since it broke a penny, it has pushed a big move here. And so now with this one, we are waiting for the pullback. Do not chase this one, PHIL. This one is due for that pullback. That pullback is definitely inevitable. And when it does get that pullback, when it does get the sellers, we want to see a nice dip. As we wrote here, we want to see it panic all the way down to the support down here in the 1-1s and the 1-2s. It has had such an amazing run up in these past 4 days. As you can see, coming from 0.0082, that we're going to stay patient here. It's awesome to see these OTC stocks running. It is awesome to see that because usually there's more that come. Keep an eye on them because the panic will happen. It might not happen tomorrow, but keep an eye on these spots because the panic will happen this week on these stocks. So watch these. And then last but not least, guys, we got a first green day with some speculative news that we're going to be watching because it is coming up to a multi-month resistance, and that is ALYI. This one here had a nice first green day last week, actually, to start the week, and then it trickled down for 3 straight red days. But today, they came out with news again. They actually came out with the news midday, and they said that the Revolt token is scheduled for tomorrow. So they have some hype going into tomorrow. So for now, we're going to keep an eye on this one. I saw Ellie in the chat. Sniper Ellie has this one. You're up over 10% going in overnight. Very nice, Ellie. Loved seeing what we were talking about in the chat earlier. She sent a pic of their product. This company actually, they are specializing in the electric motorcycle space. I wouldn't believe them too much as far as them making an electric motorcycle and actually making that work. But they're saying they're in that space and they're trying to get hype from the electric vehicle space. So gotta love what's happening with this stock. Again, guys, don't trust any of these stocks. We're in and out. That's why we call ourselves the snipers. We're in and out. And that is what we're preaching with this watch list. It's to create a plan around these stocks. If the volume actually starts to kick in tomorrow after a nice start, we got some resistance spots that this stock is starting to come up to. So we'll keep an eye on it. Just a speculative play for now. Just one for us to keep an eye on, to watch. We played AOI on multiple breakouts, on multiple first green days, and we were very successful. It was actually one of our biggest trades so far this year. This was actually the dip buy we bought where we had one of our biggest wins this year. As you can see, the stock was all the way at 20 cents. So now that it's down here, it's creating that first green day, and it's coming up to some multi-month resistance here. We're going to go ahead and just keep an eye. It's got some news. So let's go ahead and see if this one could get some hype back in it. Because, hey, this was at 20 earlier in the year. And that's what you want to watch. These stocks that have had legs in the past. And then when they're coming out with some hype again, just to keep an eye on. Let's see what will happen in this electric motorcycle space with ALYI. All right, guys. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys picked up some new tickers. Hope you guys picked up some new tips. To the Sniper team, we got Webinar Wednesday tomorrow. All right, so make sure you join in. It'll be at from 8 to 9, like usual tomorrow. To my YouTube team, thank you guys for joining. As always, if you guys like this, make sure you hit the like button. Again, the subscribe is down there. We do this every single Tuesday night. So I'm excited to come back in here Tuesday to see you guys. Everyone else, talk to you guys early in the chat tomorrow. Let's get it, snipers. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Sniper Nick is out.